Hello, hello, hello. I don't usually use a ruler when I am drawing a picture, but today I think it's a little bit necessary. So, I was thinking about social distancing and how everybody views it in different ways. Some people are close, some people are far apart, and either way it goes, people just need to leave good space apart from each other while we're in lines these days until we're sure that this pandemic is over. But I was thinking about drawing a crowd of people. That used to be really easy, but now that we're social distancing, I think we have to learn a new way. So I brought out my ruler so I could show you social distancing from my perspective. So, what I like to do first is I like to visualize where the sky will be and where the land will be my paper. The sky will be up high and the land will be down low, but I want more land than sky because there's just more interesting things on land than sky. So, I think I'll start right about there to draw a land and sky horizon line. Sky will be above, land will be below. So the first thing that I'll do is establish a vanishing point, and that is that spot way out on the horizon where everything seems to get smaller and seems to vanish when they get there. So that's the vanishing point. What I like to do next is start with an object that I'm going to repeat all the way back to the vanishing point until it gets really small. So, ruler away for now. I'm going to draw a person. This person is standing in line. I'm going to keep this drawing really, really simple. In fact, I think I'm going to draw the first person in marker so you can see it better. Okay, so this person is wearing their mask. Good. This looks like a responsible person. There's his neck. And his body. Well, maybe his body needs to be a little bit longer. And his legs. Okay, so he's standing in line, waiting to go into the store to get necessities. Let's give him some fun here. Okay, this guy is the one who helps us to establish how we're going to show how things get smaller going off into the distance to the vanishing point. So, I'll take my ruler and from the top of his head to the vanishing point, I'm going to draw a line lightly. Yep, it's very light. I might need to draw a little bit darker for the camera. In real life, you draw light till you get it right. Okay, and then I will add from his foot to the vanishing point, I will add a line. Might need to be darker. Let me see. Can we see that good? All right. So now let's do some social distancing because I think I might need a person right about here, and then a person right about here, and then one here, and then one right here. Those lines are really light, but let's get going. Let's add these people to this picture. Give them their masks. Give them their crazy hair. This person is wearing a dress. And she's standing with her hands on her hips because she just can't believe how long this line is. And she's a little impatient. There. The next person is going to be a little further back and a little bit smaller. Because as we look at things in space, things further away from us seem to be smaller, although in real life these people are probably all pretty much the same height. But not so when we're talking about perspective. So this is a bald guy. And this bald guy has a big belly. He's wearing his belt to keep his jeans up. And he is standing a ways back from the woman with an attitude. She is a little upset. She has her hands on her hips. And then a ways back from him is someone else. This person is wearing a hat. It gets harder to draw as things get further away. So tiny. And here's the last little person back here, waiting in line. Can hardly see the details on this person. This person is holding on to a child's hand, and there's a little person standing there. Okay. This group of people is standing on the sidewalk. So this line here is going to represent part of the walkway. I'll just use my marker. And it goes off into the distance. And while they stand and wait on the sidewalk, all kinds of thoughts are running through their minds. I know they're wondering, how long is this going to take? Will there be enough supplies for everyone? That's the kind of things they're wondering. This is how I'm showing social distancing from my perspective. This technique is called 1-point perspective because I have 1 point, 1 dot there. That's right there, the vanishing point at the horizon line. And remember, the horizon is where the sky touches the earth. It's that special line that divides the skies from the ground. Now, if you want to make it more interesting, you can add buildings in the background, maybe add cars in a row in a parking lot here. You could do whatever suits you. But this right here is kind of funny. I mean, it's funny because all the people I made are so different. I didn't want them to make them all identical. Now, if I was drawing a landscape, I would probably want to have a row of trees that were all the same. So now that I'm erasing the guidelines that I used to make sure that my perspective was pretty good, I can go back and add color. So this is social distancing from my perspective. I've colored the people, added some buildings in the background, and I still might do more. The possibilities are endless as long as you remember how things lie in relation to this point, which is called the vanishing point. It's the part of the picture that is most relevant in this type of drawing, because everything leads the eye back to that point and things disappear. It's sort of like a focal point. I love that. And so this was fun. I have to have a sense of humor about the condition of our neighborhoods now with this pandemic, where we have to wear masks and space ourselves out and just to be careful, but I don't want to be laughing in a way where I get careless. So I wanted to show all the people being careful, wearing their mask, and keeping their social distancing, keeping their distance from each other here on the sidewalk or on the walkway as they're waiting to go inside. And it's difficult drawing people without showing their smiles and their facial expressions, but it's a different way of doing things, and it was fun. I enjoyed that. So you can add perspective drawings using buildings or trees or a road that leads off into the countryside. But today we did social distancing from our perspective. I hope you had fun today. I took it to a little creative level where I stepped sort of outside the box and tried something new with something familiar. Remember to add your vanishing point right on the horizon line, and use your ruler if you need to. And if you don't have a ruler, just find a straight edge. Art makes you smart, so come back and create cool stuff with me. Thanks.